Are you tired of working tirelessly in your business without seeing the financial rewards that you deserve? And do you dream of creating wealth for yourself and your family, but feel trapped in the day-to-day grind of running your business? Well, stick around, because in this video, we're going to show you what actions you can take now. Yes, now, today, in order to create wealth for yourself and your family through your business by building a profit-making machine for an exit. And this will create long-term financial success, just like Elon Musk and all those other big entrepreneurs have learned. So when I started my first business, I felt like I was the only one who could do absolutely everything. I had no real end goal or vision, and believed that if I wanted something done right, I just had to do it myself. And this led me to micromanage everything from sales to marketing to product development. And as you can imagine, this approach was not sustainable. I was working long hours and feeling burnt out, and not only was my business suffering, but my relationships were as well, with my wife and my 4 kids. I couldn't keep up with the demand, and I wasn't able to focus on the bigger picture, which is not to live to work, but to get the right work-life balance and enjoy as much time with my wife and kids as I can, because we all have a ticking clock of how much time we can actually spend on this earth. So we want to make sure that we're using it the best we can. And it wasn't until I missed my 6-year-old daughter's Christmas performance assembly that I realised that something needed to change. She'd managed to get a leading role in a performance and was so excited for the week leading up to it. It was all she could talk about. The night before the performance, we put her to bed, and then suddenly I had a phone call from my client. They had finally managed to get round to reviewing the tender that I'd sent to them and wanted to discuss in detail, first thing in the morning, this opportunity. Now, this was a big opportunity, which meant that I'd have to miss the performance in order to do the call first thing in the morning, which I thought at the time the business needed to take priority. The next day, my daughter stepped out onto stage, excited to make her mum and dad proud, and just dying to show us all the hard work and effort she put into rehearsing her role. And as she went to say her first line, she looked over at my wife and saw an empty seat next to my wife, where I wasn't there because I was too busy on this call with this client. And she immediately burst out into tears. And I was just so devastated when my wife told me this, that was when I realised that I was at breaking point. I needed to change my approach. I took a step back and asked myself, what are my priorities? Why I was doing this, and why I was doing everything on my own, all by myself. Was it because I didn't trust anyone else to do the job right? Was it because I was afraid of delegating and losing control? The truth was, it was a bit of both. I did have trust issues, and I was afraid to delegate because I just thought that no one could do the job as well as I could. But I quickly realised that it was this approach that was holding me back, and it was not allowing me to get the right work-life balance. If I wanted to grow my business and create long-term wealth, I needed to ensure that there was a goal and an exit in sight, and that I had to build a team to delegate tasks to. I needed to learn to trust others and empower them to take ownership of their roles. So I started by hiring a few key employees and delegating tasks to them. And you know what? They did an absolutely amazing job. Not only did they take the tasks off my plate, but they also brought fresh ideas and perspectives to the table. And this experience taught me an important lesson. If you want to build a successful business, you can't do it alone. You need to build a team and trust others to take responsibility and ownership of their roles. By doing so, you'll be able to focus on the bigger picture and take your business to the next level. Having helped grow a business from 12 million to 150 million, and now learning from mistakes like the one I told you, I now run 5 separate successful businesses. I know firsthand how easy it is to get bogged down in the daily operations of running the business. It can be hard to find the time to work strategically and think about the bigger picture. But here's the thing, if you're not building your business for an eventual exit, then you're not really building the business at all. You're just working as an employee in your own company, working for the worst, most demanding boss, yourself. But don't worry, Bradley's got your back, and I'm going to help you transform from being an employee in your own business, as I was, into an aspiring, successful entrepreneur that is just waiting to come to the surface and begin your journey of growth, with the final destination being the wealth creation station. So let's run through the 3 key phases, which you can see over here somewhere. And these are the phases that you'll need to position your business for an exit, which is building a profit-making machine, fueling this machine for wealth output, and wealth creation with an exit. And let me know in the comments at what stage you are in your business. I love hearing from fellow entrepreneurs all the time. So let's get into this. So point 1, building a profit-making machine. This is what I call your business. Once you've successfully got it set up, it becomes a profit-making machine. And it's this phase where we look at success, stability, and staff. So I'm just going to run through those in a bit more detail. With success, we need to have a clear goal of where the business is going and what we're trying to achieve. It's no good just turning up for work every day and winging it, or just, sitting at your desk and just doing it for the sake of doing it. We really need to understand exactly where our business is going. Why are we doing this every day? Because if we are just turning up and just want it as a job, then why not just go and get a job as an employee? But we're here not to talk about that. We're here to talk about how to become an entrepreneur and get out of this employee mindset. So the first step, is set that goal. And the goal should be, in 5 years' time, I want to exit my business and I want to create wealth for myself and my family. So now that we've got this goal in mind, we want to now work out how we're going to get there. So let's look at our data, let's look at our financials and see exactly where we are today and where we need to be in 5 years' time in order to exit the business and create wealth for ourselves. By looking at the financials in our own company, we can see firsthand exactly where we're performing, how we're going to grow it. We need to, say, double our turnover. If we double our turnover, then what does that mean profit-wise? So by using these metrics, we can then say, right, by year 5, we need to achieve whatever that number is, say 5 million turnover. And if we get to 5 million turnover in year 5, that could then generate me £10 million wealth. And it's easy to do. To get a valuation of a company at £10 million is achievable on less than 5 million. I've seen it where a company's been turning over 3 million and we've managed to get a £10 million valuation. So it's a lot easier than a lot of people may think. So now we've got a goal, now we've got the numbers that kind of back up how we're going to get to that goal. Let's create a team that's going to help us get there, because we just can't do it on our own. As I said at the start of the video, it's all about creating a highly functioning team that you can delegate all the day-to-day operations to, so that you can focus 100% on the strategy of the company and how you're going to grow it to get to that 5-year number that's going to create wealth for yourself. And once we've got all that in place, then we look at this second phase, which is fueling your profit-making machine for wealth output. And in this phase, we're looking at our solutions, our systems, and streamlining. And these are going to maximize the value of your business for a successful exit. So under solution, we're looking at our products and services that we deliver to our clients. And what we want to do is look at ways of improving our products. Can we create new products that complement our existing ones? Can we partner with other companies? Can we look at affiliates and see if there's additional products that we can sell that complement our services again? But with all these things, all we're doing is trying to diversify our income as much as possible. We're not relying on one source of income. So then that way, if the worst happens and all of a sudden that particular revenue stream dries up, we're not going to be in trouble. We're now partnering with other companies and we're helping those guys out. We've got additional products and services that we're developing or selling. We've got affiliates that we're kind of generating the income from by offering their services. These are all ways of diversifying our income to help us grow and to stabilise the business. With the systems part of this phase, we're looking at processes and systems that we can implement that's going to automate as much as possible within our business. We want to be in a position where we're not reliant on key individuals in the business, that if one day they decide to leave, or if the worst happens, they get run over by a bus, then it's not going to bring the whole business to a standstill. We want to get to a position where anyone can come into our business, regardless of skill set, and they're able to follow our clearly defined processes. They go through the training, they learn the process, and that's it. And then if one day that person decides to leave, then we just get another person in, put them through the training, and they're able to learn the process. It allows you, as the business owner, to completely come out of the day-to-day run of the business. And now you're going to be able to focus more on strategy and growth and on how we're going to achieve that 5-year goal that's going to create wealth for yourself through your business. And then the final part of this phase then is streamlining the operations. So once all these systems are in place, once we've got our staff in place, once we've got these additional revenue streams, the whole thing is automated as possible and just streamlined. So the experience for the customer from the moment they pick up the phone or from when they send an email through to when you deliver your products or services and they get their final result, then it's just a seamless, streamlined experience. And it's just really gonna, again, help you to come out of the day-to-day, and you can just trust in the process and trust in your systems to be able to deliver what your company offers. And then the final phase is wealth creation with an exit. So we've built this amazing company. We've got it to a point where it's automated. We've got it to a point where we're out of the business day to day. So what we've created now is a company that's just sellable. You know, people are going to want to buy this company because it's proven that it can generate income, that it can deliver the products and solutions, and it's not reliant on you anymore. So it's just such an attractive business for someone that's looking to buy it. And there's loads of ways that we can approach an exit, but I suppose there's only 3 main ones that most people will look at. And that's going to be, you know, firstly, an out-and-out sell. So it'd be either one of your competitors or someone that's looking to add some new businesses to their portfolio. They're going to look at your business, they're going to look at the financials, they're going to come up with a valuation number and then offer to buy it. Or you can engage with a broker to do a similar service, practically advertise it on the market as a sell, and you know, it's their job to then go to companies to see if they want to buy it. So you'd be looking at a sale and then that's it, you're out and you've created your wealth. The second way is what we call in the UK an E.O.T, which is an employee owned trust. And basically what that is a tax efficient vehicle for you to sell your business to the employees. And then at the point of sale, those key people that have been running the company for say another 5 years, they get their reward for running the company with their kind of individual shareholding, and then the employees will get then the balance. We then have an M.B.O, which stands for a management buyout. And again, it's a very similar thing to an E.O.T, but rather than the whole company being rewarded later down the road, an M.B.O would be, say, 3 or 4 key individuals in the business that you've trained and that you're comfortable will be able to run the business going forward. Similar to a sale, but more kind of an internal sale. But generally, it's the key employees in the business that are looking to buy out yourself as the business owner. So building a successful and profitable business requires a strategic approach and a willingness to delegate tasks to a capable team. Build, exit, create wealth. This should be the approach that all entrepreneurs should be following in order to create the perfect work-life balance. By focusing on the 3 key steps of building the profit-making machine, fueling that machine for wealth creation, and then exiting the business, you can position your business for long-term financial success. Remember, the ultimate goal is just not to work tirelessly in your business, but to create a thriving and profitable enterprise that allows you to enjoy a fulfilling work-life balance and create wealth for yourself and your family. And with these steps in mind, you can take your business to the next level and achieve the success you deserve and get you on your journey of growth, with the final destination being the wealth creation station. And don't forget to hit the like subscribe button to this channel. And if you enjoyed this video, then check out this one here, which I think you're really going to love because it's got similar content to what we're talking about now. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.